So Sylvan LaCue was formerly known as Quest. Back in 2012, he dropped his most popular mixtape, Searching Sylvan. I positively reviewed it during my early YouTube months. Do you get it? The mixtape was called Searching Sullivan, and after that mixtape came out, he changed his rapper name to Sullivan, eh? So I guess that means he found Sullivan. Never mind, it was a stupid fucking joke.
But even if I don't, don't you think I'm crazy? Cause you already know.
So this new EP by Sylvan LaCue and Fortune is the calm before the storm. The storm being the debut album that Sylvan will be dropping later in 2016. Oh, what's that? Is that hype? It is hype! But if you're unfamiliar with Sylvan, he's a Miami rapper that's been on the underground scene for a while now, and his biggest success is being, again, his last mixtape, and also he was shortly, for a time being, signed with Visionary Music Group, who is known for artists such as Logic and Jean Bellion. But Sylvan didn't stay signed for long. Soon after, he and the label parted ways for creative purposes, and apparently there wasn't any beef or bad blood or anything. And since then, Quest has changed his name to Sylvan LaCue, which is, his real name. So I guess he just realized when your name is as badass as that, do you even need a rap name? And if this EP shows anything, it's that Sylvan, he's on the top of his game still, and this debut album, hopefully, probably, will be really good. And as for Fortune, the producer for this entire EP, I'm a lot less familiar with him, but basically, in short, I checked out his music. Good shit. And this EP is good. I like it. This EP is named after Sylvan's love interest, and I don't know how to pronounce that exactly. I have a history of pronouncing shit wrong on this channel. That many vowels just fucks me up. This EP and basically all the tracks on here are about this girl, this love interest. And I know that may not sound all that exciting, but considering how vicious and desperate to get famous and sometimes even dark Searching Sylvan was compared to this project, it was nice to just hear Quest kind of rapping. And he's taking this project as a much less serious side project compared to Searching Sylvan. I mean, this EP is only 5 tracks long, and one of those is barely even a track. It's just Sylvan and his love interest walking on the beach and talking about his album and, what's to come, the calm before the storm. And Sylvan, he's trying out some new stuff on this EP too. Specifically, I want to talk about one track which is beautifully named FaceTime Chill. Before I get into the track itself, I want to talk about that name. A new way to end chill. We've had Netflix and chill, Hulu and chill, Crunchyroll and chill. But now we have FaceTime and chill, which will hopefully be followed up with Snapchat and chill, Twitter and chill, and lastly Pornhub and chill. And at the beginning of this track, Sylvan, he basically starts it out by saying, "This is the only time I'm gonna get away with some Drake type shit."
It's the only time I can get away with some Drake shit.
And yeah, it works. And all the instrumentals produced by Fortune, they're a little bit easier to get into, a little bit more poppy, but I think Sylvan's flow, it fits right in, and in the end, I like the instrumentals. I think in the end, this is mostly meant to be just a small side project, but in the end, Sylvan, his way of going at songs, I think even a small side project from this guy is definitely worth listening to, and I think it's really good. If you haven't checked out Sylvan yet, he is definitely underrated and definitely deserves your time. But as for Far From Familiar, I can't wait to see what Sylvan brings. And with that, I award this EP a 3 out of 5. Guys, as always, be sure to check out today's featured channel. click this video as I went in depth with every single track on this EP for just general track reviews. And with that being said, I want to thank you guys. Please subscribe. Stick around for the credits where there will be some other cool videos. The one word is destiny. And with that, I leave you.
Hey guys, Ethan here from the LP Club. Today I'm going to be talking about the newest album from David Bowie titled Black Star. David Bowie is kind of like a mythical creature. His style is just absolutely bizarre, and it goes all over the place. From the fun pop rock of Changes or Under Pressure, with Queen, of course, that's one of the greatest songs ever, his style's just been all over the place.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out what it is that you about. Baby, we got so much in common. We be sipping out of style for coming. Pull up in that all black. That's a motion picture. I swear they ain't on that. Slow down, baby, slow down. Slow down, baby, slow down. Yeah. It's about 2 in the morning. You know that we on